team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Leaves it with the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And the Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Trying play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got his man all by himself. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. The run to the left. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give from the gun. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
And the Ducks are flying down the field. Quick completion to the right. Breaks into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they build traditions, and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running a read option to the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese, and what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games. And that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking. But on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done. And the lack of execution, to me, is a huge reason why they've fallen out of the top 25.
Yeah, they haven't handled the pressure. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it. Because you just mentioned playmakers. They got them. They got guys that know how to play this game. That's why they were ranked in the top 5. They've got to get something going, and it has to start today.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Rides the back on the option to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There was just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling that defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Floating away. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it up right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Oregon! This guy is so impressive, both with his ability to move, to buy time, to run, and then he'll kill you with his arm.
Unbelievable. He's just a freak. It's like he's playing a video game, and everybody else is trying to play real-life football. It's ridiculous to be that fast and still be a quarterback, still make plays down the field. It's just not fair.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lincoln. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Flying out to the left. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. It's complete to the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He'll try to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation. And they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up. But you have to have guys on the field playing with us.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here.
It's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, times when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it, and I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were...
Always got some space. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose down the left side. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed, and he takes it back for a long touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. Pulls it in on the left. Finds some room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Oh, no guts, no glory. He's coming out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Lincoln. That's reeled in, it's Burns. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Toss sweep to the left. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Lincoln. Fires to the tight end. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Racing down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Fires to the right. That one's going to keep him awake tonight as he just missed it.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Going downfield for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
To the air, it's Lincoln. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, dude.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help some, alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Lincoln. They've got the screen set up.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Using his feet. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Trying to keep this drive alive. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off bounce with that play call.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's in goal. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Looking downfield, it's Lincoln. Buys a little time with his feet. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean.
There he goes, just plowing ahead.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now the play fake. On the run, still looking. Slings it downfield. Working that left side. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the left side.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Here's a heat. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. Flushed out of the pocket. Connection to the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's taking the shot. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the wheel route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running it to the right. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Punt is in the air.
Return goes out of bounds.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the air, it's Lincoln. Quarterback adapted. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. QB draw. That defense in front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Using his legs to buy some time. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Roll that offense back out there. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
So now it's 2nd and long. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab.
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Rush is on him. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Lincoln. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Gonna look downfield again. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
Well, the unique thing about this defense with their nickel personnel is they're able to disguise what they're doing. They can play a lot of different coverages. They can play man, zone, but they can also bring the nickel player in the box and still be pretty good against the run. That time, pretty good job defending the QB scramble. Let's see what they do here on fourth.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
To the ground with the back. Just ran over it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Running to the left. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
From the gun on third down. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, you know, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. It's your job, and you did it.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Lincoln. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got his man downfield, trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Off play action on 1st down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to keep it in the air. Using his feet to buy time. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And the extra point is good. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Has it back, and here comes the offense. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
They'll run play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Scanning the field, it's Lincoln. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes the grab inside the 30. A massive pickup up on that one, and they're in business at the 21. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He turns that loose down the right side. Pulls it in inside the 10. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
He'll set up to throw. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to power it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Oregon! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, This game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good...
Going deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. It came down to